Good evening, Blue Nation. I hope you've all got your flip-flops on in this lovely weather, a bit like our team down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday. So with me tonight is Carlos. How are you, lad?
Yeah, all great. Looking forward to the summer break. After watching that shit show on Sunday. I think they've been on the beach for like 6 or 7 weeks, by the look of it. Some of the performances of some of the players. I'm ready to go, mate. Yeah, all good.
Excellent, mate. Good to have you. I just want to say a quick shout out to our friend Chris Darracott over at We Are Everton on YouTube. Drop by and tell them that Nico and Carlos from the MVP sent you. Before we start tonight, I just want to go on record on behalf of Carl and myself and every listener of the show this season. I'd like to thank Mark Hunter for his contribution to the show. Mark has left the team and he will be replaced next season by our friend Chris Darracott. So on behalf of Carl, the listeners and myself, Mark, I know you're listening. Thank you very much for your contribution to the Mersey Blue podcast. So let's get to business. 4-2-3-1. Pickford in goal. O'Brien, Tarkowski, Keane, Mikolenko across the back. Garner and Irabunum in the middle. Merlin Roll, Keenan, Dewsbury Hall and Ilian Njai across the front, all backing up the useless Thierry Barry. So I said to Carl off air, they had their flip-flops on at the weekend. We've got ours on tonight, so I'm not going to give you the full minute-by-minute analysis and whatever. It's the end of the season. So let's just go for it. Sum up the shit show. 5 shots in the first half, nothing on target. Piss poor, never got going. I'm not sure what David Moyes was thinking with the team selection. Totally all wrong for me. Don't know why the fuck Thierry Barry started. Why we couldn't have seen some of the younger kids, Tyreek George from the start. I wouldn't have dropped Merlin Roll. He's done really, really well, to be fair. It would have been nice to have seen Tyler Diblin, start for Barry. Yeah, I'm sure Carl will elaborate on all that. No big chances or chances created at all in the first half. 0.16 XG. And, wouldn't you know it? I mean, we've been there ourselves against Bournemouth the other year, a must-win game. And it was just a scrappy, shitty goal he got. Poor fucking goal to give away. Came from a corner, the ball comes over, someone got their head on it, hits the post, it comes back. The useless bastards in front of the 6-yard box had no idea where it was. And there was Paulinho to hit it home. Half-time, Spurs 1. The shit show that was Everton 0. Carl, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly, mate. I couldn't believe the starting lineup, as you say. I mean, why Moyes is persistent with this defence? It's just like, so crap. Mikolenko, why not play Asnu? You know what I mean? Mikolenko still hasn't signed a contract. And yet Moyes is like, oh, it's that and the other. He won't be confirmed whether he's going to stay or not. You put Asnu there. You don't put Keane and Tarkowski, as I've said in previous pods. You don't put them together. They concede when they play together. Stick fucking Bingo in there. And if you're going to put Seamus Coleman on, which I think was the wrong move, yeah, I know it's his last game and this, that and the other. He's still going to go and play. He's going to go and end up playing for someone else, I'm sure. He's going to play in these next couple of friendlies that Ireland have got. So stick O'Brien in the centre where he's more comfortable and he is a centre-back. And stick Patterson or just somebody there. They can even Merlin Roll can play at right back. If you're going to keep Garner in midfield. I mean, Garner, he's so versatile, he can play anywhere. Again, I think he had a decent game. I think KDH was off it. I mean, Ilian Njai was off it. I don't know why Beto didn't start. I mean, I'm all for Barry. And it was him that cleared the goal off the line before it actually, Paulinho shot. It was him that had the header. So I'm all for Barry and he's done all right this year. But Beto was the informed striker, if any. And he didn't get his chance. So wrong selection for me. First half, as you say, no shots on goal. Absolute piss poor. And we have been piss poor for the last few weeks. Whether that's down to Moyes and whether, I mean, there's a lot of talk we should get rid of the manager. I mean, there's a couple of managers out there, but I don't think Everton are proactive enough to go and get one of them. I mean, there's Areola, which I think, you can go and get him. He's a really good coach. Or Glasner. Either of them I'd taken a heartbeat. But just stick with Moyes like they always do. It's the Everton thing, innit? So stick with him. Whereas I know he's done brilliant. And over his, I think I've seen something earlier on today that over his period he's had more points than both of them. But the way we finished the season is just didn't. I mean, he kept saying, "Well, we're going to get to Europe this and Europe that," and we were nowhere near in the end. And when you think about it, the Sunderland game, they were behind us, and they ended up finishing in Europe. They just winning the last two games. We'd have put a little bit more effort in, a little bit more heart, and we'd have been in Europe and we'd have been sitting there pretty. But just shit show. Absolute bollocks in the first half.
Yeah, couldn't disagree, mate. I think Areola, by all accounts, is on his way to AC Milan. They are the big stories today. With regards to David Moyes, guys, we have got a special, Carl and I, coming next week probably, and we're going to be basically chewing the fat over David Moyes and what we think. So, yeah, let's go to a break. Here's our amazing sponsors for the last time this season, Andy's Man Club. Life is hard, and we all have bad days. There are times when we feel we can't cope. This is the time we need to reach out and talk to someone. Andy's Man Club offers local support groups nationwide, running every Monday from 7 p.m, except on bank holidays. In these groups, men can open up about the issues affecting their lives in a safe, non-judgmental environment. Our clubs are designed to be free of pressure. There is no obligation for men to speak, they can simply listen if they wish. Find us today at www.andysmanclub.co.uk. Help one guy, save one life. Andy's Man Club, it's good to talk. Welcome back, Blues. That was our amazing sponsors, Andy's Man Club. Remember, lads, it's good to talk. Okay, so the second half, fucking pathetic performance continues. Overall, 10 shots in the game, only forcing their keeper into one save, which, to be fair, it was a brilliant shot from young Tyreek George from outside the area. They did make the keeper work. Substitutions, Tyreek George and Harrison Armstrong on 62 minutes for Merlin Roll and Big Jake O'Brien. And the one that pissed me off is 84 minutes, 6 minutes to go. Beto, Coleman and Alcaraz on for Barry, Keenan Dewsbury Hall and Tim Irabunum. Too negative. Subs way too late, like we said all fucking season. Tactics too predictable. They know exactly what they're getting. Flip-flops on. Kicking a beach ball instead of fucking football. Full time. Spurs 1. Everton 0. Carl, can you elaborate on that?
Exactly, shit show right up until probably the last 10 minutes or so of the second half. 10 minutes to go, like, these teams like have a few chances and whatnot at that point. And it was like, oh, we're going to try and get something in the last minute, in the last few minutes, but all in all, they didn't deserve anything. Tottenham deserved to win. They were by far the better team. And earlier on, I've been watching videos about West Ham and like, oh, Moyes might try and keep us up and this, that, and the other. You can't rely on an Everton team to keep you up, no matter what. They bottle it when they need to win games to get into the top 4 or top 6, just like they bottled Europe. So you can guarantee that they were never going to beat Spurs or even get anything against Spurs to get them relegated and keep West Ham in the league. On a plus side for me, West Ham, they've got a couple of decent players I wouldn't mind trying to steal off them. The likes of Somerville and Diouf, they're probably going to go as well. So if we can get in and get early and get them, but then, as I said before, it's who's going to be the manager and who's going to make these decisions. Are we going to get rid of Moyes? And that's a debate. Some people want him, some people don't. And if we are going to get rid of him, it can't be him making the decisions on any players that we might get. And with the World Cup round the corner, then we need to be getting these players that we're looking at in early, because it'll be that much harder trying to get players in around the World Cup. But absolute shit. From start to finish, I'll say apart from the last 10 minutes, we didn't have any effort at all. So, bollocks.
Yeah, I've spent all fucking season on here, like you all know. Raging over, like Carl says, penalties we should have had, offside goals, VAR. But the fact is, if you don't turn up, if you got the tactical nous of that fucking wall, it's not going to happen, is it? So, yeah, players on the beach, I'm afraid. Like Carl said, the last team in the league you'd want to rely on is fucking Everton to win, so you'd stay in anything. For the record, I made up that West Ham went anyway. I fucking hate them. Season just whimpered out. No, just nothing at all. I mean, 3 points from the last 21, 3 points from the last 7 games. when we had so many chances for Europe and we just fucking bottled it, just threw it away. We finished 13th. You know, there's going to be one silver lining, and I mean this almost tongue-in-cheek, is at least we weren't there doing a Tottenham on the last day of the season, shitting ourselves. But yeah, Carl, have you got anything else to add before we leave, mate?
No, I missed that. Absolutely bollocks.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's end on a positive note, guys. Thank you so much, each and every one of you who've give us a listen, promoted us, and everything. We are a baby podcast. We will be back next year, as I say. Carl has agreed to come back. I'm here, and like I say, we've got Christian Darricott, son, of course, of Everton legend Terry, joining our team, and we're really, really, really happy to have Chris. He's like an avid listener of the show, and he can't wait to get on. So coming in the off season, then there's the David Moyes Stay or Go episode with Carl and I, and then we're going to do a couple of different ones. We're going to do keep or sell, and we're going to talk about the goalkeepers and the defence in one, and then the midfield and the attack in the other. And of course, the three of us, Carl, Chris and I, we will be back with an end of season review, which should get quite interesting. We're going to leave it there. We got the best fans in the world, despite the last 7 to 10 fucking games. Carl, thank you as always, mate, and thank you so much for every single contribution you've made this season, mate. We really do appreciate you.
My pleasure, mate. I'll say anytime. I love the podcast, love this club. It's just a pity that we went a bit nosedive towards the end of the season. And when you see the teams that got in it, the likes of Brighton and Bournemouth and Sunderland, although Sunderland have done well, they were behind us. And so, with a few games to go, we had to play them and they were behind us. And for them to finish above us just shows how much of a nosedive we've taken in the last 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, 100%. Congratulations to them teams anyway. And I think Crystal Palace are playing in the final tonight in Europe as we're recording at 8:20. So, for the last time this season, guys, we love you all. Up the fucking Toffees.